the sweet smell of victory. It's what separates the weak from the mighty and makes men into legend. Hi, I'm Tommy Lonergan, co-founder and CEO of Guerrilla Political Marketing. And I'm here today to pose the question, what will clinch the election for you this November? Come on, I'll show you.
Candidates, meet your voters. Bet you didn't know, but 18 to 24-year-olds comprise a whopping 28% of the electorate. That's more than 1/4 of the voting population. And their otherwise absent votes could be yours.
The key is recognition. However, out of 1,000 young Americans, only 5% could identify John Edwards, while 45% recognized John Edward and 95% knew Stephen. To secure your seat, you need to get in their faces. But it has to be on their turf, on their terms. And that's where we come in. Nowadays, young Americans spend more time web surfing than channel surfing. Despite what some congressmen may think, the internet is more than just a series of tubes. It's a complex platform that allows you to network directly with fellow Americans and show a side not always evident in press conferences and news coverage. By providing an interactive glimpse into your private life, users are more prone to sympathize with you and your cause. But with all the content already out there, what's going to make people click on what you have to offer? By rebranding, we can take the most boring congressional session and maximize its visibility a millionfold. We'll also create online virals guaranteed to maximize eyeballs, as well as original content aimed at those pesky opponents ahead in the polls. And when that margin starts to narrow, don't worry, we won't tell.
Why drill for votes in churches and factories when your untapped resource is right here, on the streets? In order to bag the youth vote, you need to strike in their home environment. For a fraction of traditional print, GPM will launch a grassroots campaign that's seemingly of the people, by the people, and for the people. Who says you can't buy street cred? Our real graffiti artists are raring to plaster the district with your image, resonating with young Americans everywhere. We also collaborate with businesses all over the country who are more than happy to endorse your candidacy via product tie-ins. By associating your image with the goods and services young Americans have come to love, there's no way you won't gain their favor come election day. It's classical conditioning at its finest. To attract the youth vote, you need to hit all the hot digs where young Americans go to take in and tap out. I mean, why spend your recess on a boring whistle-stop tour when you can rock out with your caucus out? GPM is on standby to guarantee your presence on the scene. We'll deploy our professionally assembled teams who will storm all the district hotbeds to gain new supporters and convert those whose approval you lack. But why go to them when you can make them come to you? I'm talking about parties to reach beyond your party. We're capable of throwing a blowout so off the chain, there'll be people still tweaking in the voting booths come election day. So now you know that turning a blind eye to this demo means campaign suicide. Keep in mind, these young Americans will set the political climate for the next half-century, so you better start early. GPM is 100% non-discriminatory. Well, as long as your check clears. So give us a call. Because remember, history is written by the winners.